Hello students, welcome to this new lesson of IELTS. In this lesson we are going to talk about improving your vocabulary. There are a lot of students who struggle with the word set that they know. Improving vocabulary is an important lesson for scoring high bands. In IELTS, if you know more words then it is easier for you to express yourself, to write ideas and speak about various topics. In this lesson, we are going to talk about some of the tips and techniques to improve your vocabulary. So I'm sure you are all ready for the session. Let me take you to the first slide and let's see what is the tip number one. There are a lot of people who believe that watching a lot of television, watching a lot of series on OTT platforms or on news channels or on various other available channels that can help you in improving your vocabulary. Let me tell you, all of you, that it is not exactly correct. You don't have to watch a lot of TV. Actually, my advice is that you listen to the television. Let me explain you how you can do that. There are a lot of people who watch n number of hours of television, but still they don't learn a lot of new words. The reason is that they are more involved in watching it. Please, everybody, try to understand that you are not actually watching the television. You don't have to show your interest in what is going on the screen. You have to listen to the dialogues which are spoken. So if you are watching something that is visually very appealing or which is presented very well, then obviously the human tendency is that you start enjoying what goes on the screen. The visuals are more appealing, and that is why you don't have to show any interest in that. Actually, you have to listen to it. What you can do is you can turn yourself and you have to only listen to the television. You can start the program of your interest and then you have to turn around. You have to, you don't have to face the television, you don't have to look at it, you just have to listen to the dialogues which are spoken, and you have to understand what exactly the meaning is, and that is how you can learn new vocabulary sets and you can improve your vocabulary. Let me take you to tip number 2. Again, it is a conception believed by the people that you have to read a lot of books. I'm sure it is a very useful technique, but if you will read variety of material instead of only focusing on the literature books or the novels, then it is going to definitely help you. By variety of material, I want to say that you have to read newspaper articles. You can also focus on the articles which are printed in magazines. It is also advisable that you read some research material that has been kept on internet in PDF format by some of the researchers. Such type of material if you will read, then it will actually expose you to variety of vocabulary sets, and that is going to help you a lot. Let me give you an example. If you have to talk about people, then if you have read some magazines around about society, about people, then it is going to help you. Suppose if you have to talk about a place in your cue card in IELTS speaking module, then definitely if you have read some magazines or travelogues for that matter, then that may help you in describing a location in a much better way. In such cases, reading a literature book may not help you so much. So always read variety of material. Tip number 3 is the first misconception. Over here it is written, make a list of words. There are a lot of trainers, there are a lot of teachers who give you advice that you have to make a long list of words and you have to learn that. I'm sure that is also useful, but if you will do a little bit of hard work over there, I would like to put it as smart work. And if you will make a list which is a category wise list, then definitely it is going to help you. Let me again give you an example. Suppose if you are working on a speaking topic and if you have made a category wise list where historical words are separately written and the words related to marketing are separately written, then definitely you will be able to use that in much better way and in a much effective manner. Tip 4: people say learn new words from dictionary, and by this advice and by listening to that, there are a lot of people who keep reading dictionary. They just mug up words and they try to remember them, which definitely is not a correct way of learning a new word. What you can do is you always should try to understand the new words from the context. I'm sure you know that sometimes from a given paragraph, it is possible that you don't understand one or two words, but definitely you understand the entire meaning of the paragraph. How does that happen? It happens because you may not be aware about one or two words in the paragraph, but from the context, from the background, you are able to take the meaning out, and that is what helps you in understanding the passage. So, always try to understand the word from the background, from the material which is available in the passage itself. Next tip is there are people who believe that memorizing words for IELTS exam can help you in scoring better marks, better bands. But it is not entirely true. You should memorize the synonyms and antonyms. What do I mean by that? Let me tell you. If you are learning a new word, you also should focus on various other words which are of the similar meaning. And by doing that, you are actually widening your understanding of that word, and it will also help you in paraphrasing. Not only in speaking, in writing, I'm sure your trainers must have taught you that you have to paraphrase certain topics. And if you have better understanding of synonyms and even antonyms, then you can effectively paraphrase the topic. Tip number 6: the myth is people believe that if you sit for hours and remember the words, then it is going to help you. Not necessarily. Candidates, please try to understand that you can also learn English words from your surrounding area. Suppose if you are traveling to your workplace in a car or on a two-wheeler, and I'm sure there are a lot of banners which are always kept in various cities. If you are going on a particular path and if a creative banner is there on your way, then you can obviously learn some new words from there. If you are watching an advertisement and if they are using a new word in that ad, then I'm sure it is going to teach you something. And you also will be able to remember that better because it is also shown with some visuals. And visuals will definitely help you in understanding the word better. When you are reading a magazine, reading a newspaper, or when you are talking to somebody, then whatever words the other people are using from there, you can always educate yourself. And I think that particular understanding will stay longer. Tip number 7: learning a new word and its meaning is not enough. Right. Let me tell you that you also have to learn multiple meanings of a word. I'm sure when you open a dictionary and start reading the meaning of a word, you must have seen that there are multiple meanings provided. Meaning 1, meaning 2, meaning 3, and like that, there is a list. In English, interestingly, there are many words which come with multiple meanings. And if you understand all the meanings of words, then definitely your understanding will be much broader and you will be able to use that word in much more effective manner than usual. Last tip is people say that once you learn a new word, then you can use it later. Let me tell you, students, there are two type of vocabulary sets that we have in our mind. One is a passive vocabulary, one is an active vocabulary. There are a lot of words in our passive vocabulary. We know the meaning of those words, but sadly we are not able to use them in our own sentences. When somebody else is using those words, we understand the meaning of that word and we sometimes feel that why is it not possible for me to understand that particular word in a sentence. So, you don't have to merely remember a word. What you have to do is you have to keep using that new word regularly in your conversation with your friend, with your colleagues, and with your family members. And if you can do that regularly, effectively, then definitely you will learn that word in much better way, and later on you can use it also when you are having a conversation elsewhere. I'm sure this was helpful.